families, welcome back once again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This one is about charity. One of the villages the chief has called because our president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, said that everyone should do their bit to help their neighbors, the internal displaced people, disabled people. They should help as they can. So this community has come together according to the chief's request. They mobilized about 7 million food motorbikes to help the VDP, the internal displaced people, and also the disabled families. It's amazing what love can do. Listen, and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
8 motorcycles and an envelope containing 200,000 CFA francs for fuel. This donation from the sons and daughters of Zogo is intended for the Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland, VDP. It is handed over by the traditional chief of this locality to the High Commissioner of the Ganzurgu province, who describes this gesture as patriotic.
Under the leadership of His Excellency Naba Sanem, Chief of Zogo, in rallying the mobilization across the different populations to contribute to the peace effort. So on this occasion we have the various chiefs were able to mobilize, in any case, a sum of more than 7 million. And food supplies in kind consisting of sorghum, white, red, corn, and also rice to truly support and somewhat relieve these diminished populations, and also support the defense and security forces and the volunteers for the defense of the homeland. So it is this mobilized sum that allowed the acquisition of 8 motorcycles and additional food supplies, and also clothing items for the benefit of these groups, which are the BDP and the highly vulnerable populations.
For the traditional chief of the Ganzugu province, this donation follows the call of the president of Faso to engage alongside the fighting forces and internally displaced persons so that the country can regain its former tranquility.
President Ibrahim Traore, I am a governor of the Faso province.
This mobilization follows our president's call for patriotic commitment. We, the traditional chiefs, we want to contribute in one way or another to the return of peace in Burkina Faso. That's what I did. That's what I did. That's what I did.
In addition to these vehicles, these VDPs also received 20 bags of rice, each weighing 25 kilos. The internally displaced persons and other vulnerable people in the area, on the other hand, received 3 tons of rice, 2,350 kilos of millet, clothing, and shoes.
Thank you so much, families, for listening. Yes, as the president has called, they have listened. We watch a video when even the women has also mobilized, contributed millions to support the VDPs, and say, thank you, Captain Ibrahim Traore, for what you are doing. You can tell even the VDPs are ready with their arms and everything. And so their families at home need to eat. The thought of everything, uniform, food, and then money, motorbikes to help them go to the areas that they cannot go. I keep forgetting this video. I have it for months, maybe weeks, and I've uploaded it. I need to share it today. It's about dogs, how they are using dogs to go to the areas that human beings cannot go. It's through vaccination. They have revealed that to us. I know some of my families were asking, why can't they use dogs? And that video is still sitting there. Now that I mentioned it, I will share it. So they are using dogs as well for security reasons. So yes, we are grateful for everything that each and everyone is doing to support these 3 kings for what they are doing. And so Aluta continue. We just have to continue pushing. No one will come and stop. No one will put a break down. No, no, no. They have to keep going. And so I'm happy to share this one also with you. What is wrong with me? I just remember another contribution that a church has made in Niger. So I must as well add it to this one. Families, I will leave you here. God bless you all, my VIPs, my kings and queens, my returning families. This one, the reason why I just put it aside is the video is not that clear. So yes, I have said that I will still work on it. If it's good, I'll add it. If not, this is the place I will leave you, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for your time.
During the prayer for the nation organized by the Regional Coordination of Niamey of the Alliance of Mission and Evangelical Church of Niger, the faithful gathered a sum of a little over 600,000 CFA francs as a contribution to the Solidarity Fund for the safeguarding of the homeland, which they handed over to the president of the DPON Management Committee, who was invited to the ceremony. A look back at this aspect of the event with Gérard Ablaziz and Abdraman Jar.
The notable presence on Saturday, April 12, 2025, of the President of the Management Committee of the Solidarity Fund for the Safeguarding of the Homeland, FSSP. At the prayer for the nation organized by the Regional Coordination of Niamey of the Alliance of Evangelical Church Missions of Niger, Amen. Invited to the ceremony, Mrs. Brareki Gemakoy could not help but mention the significant achievements of the fund she leads. Liberté. It is there to participate in the quest for
our national sovereignty, first in terms of security, then in terms of food, and finally in terms of the economy, and ultimately. And to do this, the latest directive will be dated August 16th to set 5 objectives for the solidarity mode of safeguarding the 20s. The first objective is primarily the mobilization of residents. Then the financing of support for capacity building meetings of our defense and security forces, FDS, who are engaged in the fight against terrorism. The security links in competence with our armament times and logistical means. Then a third objective is our participation in the care of our citizens who are victims of forced displacement, whether in their relocation, local integration, or voluntary return. And a fourth objective is the management of social mobilization within the framework of civic actions. And finally, the very last objective that was recently dedicated to the Solidarity Fund for the Safeguard of the Nation is the creation of employment for young people and women through the financing of the Innovent project. When the plan was implemented, it wasn't just about the money, but there are things we don't see behind the writings of an ordinance which I make it my duty to commit to. For the CNSP, this fund must be a model of citizen participation for the I am ashamed of what I'm going to leave behind. Quest for our sovereignty.
Very moved by this communication, the faithful mobilized immediately an amount of 616,895 francs as a contribution to the Solidarity Fund for the solidarity of the homeland. The president of the fund did not hide her satisfaction from the generous donors. It should be noted that the commitment of the Christian community is an integral part of the Church's social mission, which is also concerned with the socio-political situation of the country.
Credit to BF1 for sharing this video with us.